This is a Gibson Les Paul 59 reissue. Ang specs nito ay base sa legendary 1959 Les Paul Standard at ang presyo nito 350,000 pesos. At mura na yan dahil ang presyo ng isang original 59 ngayon 7.3 million ang pinakamura. Ako si Pax, tara pag-usapan natin bakit mahal to at bakit Holy Grail ang tawag nila dito. Ang Gibson Les Paul 1959 or mas kilala bilang Burst ay isang Les Paul standard na ginawa noong 1959. Well, ano ba ang standard model? Ito yung Les Paul na may 2 PAF humbuckers, mahogany body, maple top at rosewood fretboard. Actually, noong 1957 yung unang labas ng standard model pero every year ginagawa nila ng variation ng standard. Parang iPhone, standard 57, 58, 59, 60. At ang mga reissue naman, katulad nito ay Gibson made copies ng era na yon kasi wala ka nang mabibili nun at sobrang mahal. At sa vintage line na ito, yung 1959 daw, ang pinakamaganda. They are called the Holy Grail of guitars. Well, sino ba ang magagamit ng gitarang ito? Ang unang-una, si Eric Clapton sa banda niyang John Mayall and the Blues Breakers. Isa ito sa mga unang sumikat na banda ni Clapton noong 60s with their hit song All Your Love. And believe it or not, it was the first time a Gibson Les Paul was plugged into a Marshall amplifier na kilala na natin as the tone of rock and roll. And yes, there's even an amplifier named after it, the Marshall Blues Breaker. May pedal pa nga, di ba? Oh, mind blown. Next on our list, si Jimmy Page from Led Zeppelin. He called his Burst number 1. He used this sa recordings starting sa album na Zeppelin 2, which has the famous song Next, si Keith Richards ng bandang Rolling Stones. Oo, logo ng banda yung design ng t-shirt mo. Gumamit siya ng 59 sa song na Can't Get No Satisfaction. Okay, I will not play them all pero the list has Mike Bloomfield, Paul Kossoff, Dwayne Allman ng Allman Brothers, Billy Gibbons ng ZZ Top, Ace Frehley sa bandang Kiss at si Peter Green nung nasa Fleetwood Mac pa siya. Alam kong hindi na nagre-ring ng bell sa inyo yung ibang artists na sinabi ko and that's okay. Kaya let's talk about someone na mas recent, si Slash. The album Appetite for Destruction was recorded using a 59. Lapit ng tunog, di ba? Pero may plot twist dyan. Pag-usapan natin mamaya. For now, let's dissect the guitar. What parts make this expensive? First on the list, the top. This guitar is called Burst dahil ang tawag sa finish na ito ay sunburst. Amber sa gitna and gradually nagbo-burst ng red palabas. And to do this professionally costs around 12,500 pesos. By the way, yung mga presyo na sinasabi ko ay galing sa warmoth.com. Gumagawa sila ng custom guitars sa US. So base price pa lang lahat ng ito, meaning it could be higher. Next, nakakadagdag ng malaking value dito ay yung figured maple top dahil hindi ito common. Kapag sinabing figured, ang ibig sabihin nun ay may natural design yung wood. Itong tiger stripes ang tawag dyan, flame, kaya flame top. Marami pang klase ng figured wood tulad nito, pero flame ang pinakabagay sa Les Paul in my opinion. If we look closely, it gives a 3D look. At ang presyo nito, 30,000. At itong thick maple cap gives a bright snap to this guitar and overtones na wala sa cheaper guitars. Sa body naman ay mahogany, pero common na ito sa Les Paul eh. Ang hindi common ay yung wood daw na ginagamit sa 59s ay cut from 100-year-old trees. Mas dense and syempre, mas mahirap mag-harvest nito. So tataas pa ang value nito kung antik na yung kahoy to begin with. And according to Warmot, 10,500 lang ang mahogany body. Pero sige, doblehin natin ang presyo kung antik. Rough estimate lang. So 21,000. Next is itong cream binding. At mahirap itong gawin ng maayos. At napakalinis ng pagkagawa nito ng Gibson, which most of the time makikita nyong lagpas-lagpas or hindi malinis yung pagkakagawa sa mga cheaper brands. And sa binding, 4,500 pesos. Next are the pickups, which has the vintage correct 1959 PAF. And to get close to the sound of a vintage PAF, you need to do age-old hand-winding techniques na konti na lang ang kayang gumawa mga boutique manufacturers like Throwback, Lolar, Tom Holmes, at syempre sa Gibson din. And this guitar has Tom Holmes pickups which costs around 30,000 second hand. Sa neck naman, it's just your typical mahogany plus your Indian rosewood fretboard. Pero syempre, old growth wood din yan, so let's double the price. May trapezoid inlays and with the famous 59 neck profile. Ang problema kasi ng Les Pauls is napakapal ng neck, especially ng early 50s. Baseball bat niya ang tawag nila eh. So sa 59, ito yung sinasabi nilang perfect shape dahil hindi sobrang kapal at hindi rin sobrang napis na wala ka nang makuhanan ng puwersa for vibrato. And last ay hardware. And assuming we will buy everything from Gibson, ito yung costs. 31,750. Alright, so kung i-add natin yung estimate, 169,750 pesos. Kalahati pa lang yan ng 350,000 pesos at walang-wala sa kalingkingan ng 7.3 million. Okay, sure, ang malaking binabayaran mo dito ay yung craftsmanship dahil kailangan mong i-recreate lahat ng methods noong 1959. Now, ito yung interesting. Kung napanood mo yung video ko sa SWR, pinatunayan natin doon na may practical reason kung bakit mahal yung gitarang yun. Kasi it's almost perfect, all things considered. Pero sa 59, hindi man ito malapit sa pagiging perfect, in my opinion. Simply, it's just close to being a true Gibson Les Paul standard. At ibig sabihin nun, lahat ng age-old problems ng isang Les Paul ay meron din dito. Number 1, mabigat ito. At least 3 kilograms. Playing this guitar for a long time will cause some pain sa inyong balikat at likod. Although hindi naman ito kasing bigat ng Les Paul Custom which is around 4 kilograms. Pero pasok pa rin ito sa heavyweight category. Merong weight relief na Les Paul katulad nitong studio ko, pero it really degrades the tone. So kahit mabigat itong R9, I think it gives that low end creaminess. Can you hear it? Number 2, it still has the same fragile neck. Because of this break angle, napaka-prone mabali ng Les Paul neck kapag bumagsak. Itong J-Craft na to at itong Les Paul na to, parehas lang silang mababali kapag nabagsak. Unlike a Strat or a Telecaster na may pag-asa pa. That's the reason why Steve Lukather stopped using his burst sa gigs. Kasi sobrang fragile. Number 3, dahil uli sa break angle, mayroon pa rin itong same tuning stability issues na present sa mga models ng Les Pauls. Yung next naman is problema ng mga original bursts. Kung i-google ninyo ang 59 burst, makikita nyo na ang iba sa kanila sobrang konti na lang nung red burst or merong wala na at all. That's because yung ginamit nilang dye noong 1959 ay UV sensitive and the color fades kapag nabibilad. Isang magandang kwento nito ay ang red eye burst. Kung makikita ninyo, doon sa may toggle switch na lang ang merong red sa gitarang ito. At ano yung dahilan? Kasi sabi daw nila matagal itong hindi nabili at nakalagay sa istante. Kaya nakabilad sa araw. Ngayon, yung red patch actually is yung price tag na nakasabit mula doon sa toggle switch. Kaya yung area na to lang yung may kulay. Kasi Yun lang yung hindi naarawan. Ang cool, di ba? So that means bursts have their own characteristic design depende kung gaano ito katagal na gamit. Which means each one is unique. At ginagamit din nila itong panukat pag pinepresyohan yung burst. Kasi kung mas intact yung color nito, ibig sabihin hindi masyadong nailabas yun sa hard case. Well, sa mga reissue, hindi na anilinday ang ginamit, so katulad nito, the color is still intact. Now, so far, it seems odd kasi wala talagang exceptionally special sa gitara na to. And sure, sabi nila, the wood used in the actual 59s were old growth wood, but that's because yung losa wood cutting noon na hindi pa mahigpit. I mean, they just used whatever's available at marami. Kaya ang hirap pa rin i-justify, bakit kailangan umabot ng 350,000 to 100 million? Yes, in 2014, Kirk Hammett bought Greenie, which was the guitar of Peter Green ng Fleetwood Mac. And yeah, you will see Kirk Hammett use this guitar sa mga concerts nila sa Metallica 2014 onwards. Logically speaking, a guitar like this, usapang specs, ay hindi talaga outstanding. I bet some of you here don't agree na it sounds nice. And that's what happened. Kasi nung 1960s, diniscontinue ang Les Paul kasi hindi talaga mabenta. Kasi nung 60s, pinalitan siya ng SG sa market. Kasi kailangan sumabay ng Gibson dahil ang Telecaster at Stratocaster ng Fender ang hit. Kaya gumawa ang Gibson ng guitar na mas manipis at mas magaan. Now, putting the Les Paul out of the spotlight. And years later, naging mura sila at mahanap mo na lang na used or on sale. From $247, naging $65 na lang ang presyo ng isang burst. That's when the magic happened. Kasi sinong bibili nito? Eh di yung mga musicians na konti lang ang budget. At marami sa pool ng mga musicians na yun ay naging legends sa rock history. At 59 yung naging go-to guitar nila kasi yun yung pinakamasarap gamitin dahil sa neck nito. After the hit song All Your Love ni Eric Clapton, everyone in England and USA wanted a burst. Tumaas yung sales pero wala nang production. At kung mataas ang demand pero mababa ang supply, may price hike. Now, gaano ba ka-unique ang tone ng isang 59 or ang mga reissue nito? Because here's an interesting story. Diba sabi ko kanina, Slash recorded Appetite for Destruction with the 59 LP? Yun ang akala ng lahat. Years later, nalaman nila na replica lang pala yun. It's not even a Gibson. It was actually made by a really good luthier, Max Baronet. So imagine playing a 59 na hindi pala authentic, but the world thought it was a 59? Actually, tara, let's test your ears. Let's turn off the video. I'm gonna play a G-Craft SC2 at itong 59. I'm just gonna label it A and B. Try nyong hulaan which one is the 59. Here are the results. Kamusta? Ilan nakuha nyo ng tama? To be honest, nahirapan ako i-identify which one is the 59. I have to focus really hard. I guess yung low-end bloom and snappier top-end gives it away. For me, yung pinaka-noticeable na difference will be my playing. It was definitely easier to play with the 59 neck. And you will hear me struggle sa bends ko sa J-Craft. So to answer the biggest question, is it worth buying this? Okay, this guitar on its own is very good. Acoustically and aesthetically. Pero I don't think it's a wise buy kung versatility ang hanap mo. Nagandahan ako the way this performs sa mga songs na meant itong gamitin. It's beefy, it's rich, bagay na bagay sa rock, pero alam kong maraming magiging problema sa mix ang ganito kalaking tunog. Ang dahil mo ikakat na low mids eh. Ang hirap niyan lalo na sa live kung hindi rock ang tugtugan. So, I'm saying if you love rock, I would agree. This is the holy grail. The feel and tone is just so on point. Now sa price ng actual bursts, it's an auction thing. May mga tao magbabayad ng malaki to keep a piece of history with them, just like a painting or an ancient artifact. Parang NFTs or photo cards ng Pokemon or K-pop. 463 lang ang burst sa buong mundo at hindi pa nahanap yung iba doon. Ang reissues naman, it's expensive kasi mahirap ulitin ng tsamba. Even the actual bursts don't sound exactly the same. Some bursts are better than the other bursts. Kaya 100 million yung kay Peter Green. Now, will this guitar give you superpowers? Well, no. But I'm sure it will inspire you if ever makatry kayo nito. It definitely has a mojo. And to be honest, it feels like traveling back and forth sa rock history kapag tinugtog nyo ito. I hope this story inspires you na to create a legendary song, hindi mo kailangan ng expensive gear. Kayo magde-decide kung ano ang perfect tone para sa music ninyo. What matters is you keep playing. This guitar is expensive today, hindi dahil sa specs nito, pero dahil sa mga artists na piniling gamitin ito kasi ito lang ang kaya nilang bilhin noon. Ako si Pax, hanggang sa muli, tugtog lang.